Hey guys, we're presenting to you the Genevieve magazine shows.
Fashion,
Wednesdays,
style,
4 p.m. to 5 p.m. weekly on igrooveradio.com. Presented by me, Liz Yemoja. We are at Freedom Park in the heart of Lagos, and I'm very, very happy to be with you this afternoon. More so, I'm happy because I've got the fabulous, the amazing, the talented, the gorgeous, the beautiful Toke Makinwa, also known as Talkstar.
Yes, on Twitter.
On Twitter,
yeah,
also known as Talkstar.
Hola, hi guys. This is my first time on a radio show.
It is?
Because I'm a radio presenter as well.
Of course.
So when I saw that picture on Twitter, what I wrote was, when the interviewer got interviewed.
I know, right? So Toke is a multimedia personality.
Yes,
she hosts radio. She also hosts TV. You host events,
yes,
and you are also the star of your own vlog.
Yes, I am.
Called Toke Moments. So they're a vlog series.
Yes, we love vlog.
Well, weekly, yeah.
Weekly. I thought that was week vlog.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do that every week. Comes out every Wednesday, and I'm really excited. It's been an amazing year, I must say. God has taken me on this incredible ride this year, and He's just even getting started. So the vlog has gotten to heights that I could only have dreamed of this
Which
year.
we're going to talk about.
Yes,
but it all kicked off with Vico, didn't it? Really,
yes,
online.
Yes,
I know you've been presenting then on Rhythm FM prior to that, but I think the moment where everyone kind of knew who Toke was with Vico. Are you still homies?
Yeah, of course. The thing is, a lot of people did not understand that interview, and I say this all the time. I owe Vico everything. Like, my TV career literally started with that interview. Vico is a very good friend of mine. He tweets at me a couple of times, and I also respond as well.
Yeah.
He's a very fun-loving guy. I mean, that interview, we tried as much as we could to get what you guys watched, because he was like, pause, you haven't asked me this, put that, because I mean, and I understand where he's coming from. I mean, you get the opportunity to plug everything you're doing, and he wasn't backing down. He was going full.
Bless his heart.
Yeah, and he's such an amazing person. He has an incredible sense of humor. He's never offended by anything, and he's really someone that I like.
Nice. I'm glad to hear that you guys are still homies.
We are.
I'm taking you guys on, we have an hour long, but obviously within music, when everything else, chit chat, it won't be quite an hour. But I call this Toke Demystified, because I have questions for you here that the people want to know, I plan to get the people.
I love
and I video for that song, even though he doesn't, because he told me once he doesn't.
I actually love the song.
And I love the song. Yeah, I love the song for that video. He has been getting a lot of stick lately.
He has?
He has.
Thing is, I think I'm so busy lately. Like, I keep missing things, and someone would say to me, didn't you hear this happen?
Didn't you read?
And I'm supposed to know, because it's my job to know. So I have to get back into it and, just cut some time.
So he performed at Abuja,
okay,
last weekend, and there was
oh yeah, I heard about that. MT.
So, and people are saying that it's because, he doesn't like his fans, and then he had that situation where he actually replied a fan on his Instagram page where they corrected his background, and he said, it was his reply, something like, I'm not broke, So people are saying, I don't know if that really works in Nigeria, where, okay, there's a backlash. Exactly.
I'm the only person who can get away with calling her, I don't do broke, or saying, I don't know if we can swear on the radio. Well. Yeah, but the Rihanna tweets.
I know Rihanna answered someone when they said, why do you never have your own hair? And she said, well, because your sisters grow them for me. Run along.
No, the thing is, she had a tweet fight with someone about 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was Taylor.
And she actually told, I don't fuck with broke bitches. And people thought, well, that's not an insult to the girl you're insulting, it's an insult to your fans, because half of them are broke.
Exactly.
And they can't really afford to live the lifestyle that you do.
Exactly.
I think that the pressure sometimes, these people are human beings, and people forget that they are human beings. And sometimes the pressure just to, be golden or be exactly how your fans want you to be, it is tough. It's very tough. It's a tough business. So.
It is. Yeah. And, you stay fabulous.
Thank
Still
you.
doing it all.
Thank you very much.
Well, how do you stay looking fabulous, and also how do you not repeat, outfits?
It's hard.
Do you have a relationship with all these designers?
It's hard. Well, the thing is, yes, because I love fashion, and I think that so far I have been able to step out of being a radio presenter, and we hear your voice but we don't see your face, because I think everything is all about branding. And I'm crazy about fashion. I love outfits. I love hair. I love skiing. I love, basically it's things that I love. So it's not taking me outside of my comfort zone. So yeah, I've been blessed enough to meet people who are doing big things in the fashion industry, the designers themselves, amazing stylists.
Did they approach you, or
a couple of them? A couple of them actually, approach me on Instagram, send me emails, say to me, I've got this perfect dress that has your name written all over it, and I love to push the fashion envelope as well. So I'll be like,
so you're borrowing these dresses most of the time?
Well,
sometimes.
Or
they give it to you?
Sometimes it's giving, sometimes it's a relationship with the brand and the designer. Sometimes they make this outfit thinking about the artist or the person that they want to fit the outfit, and some of the times it's also buying. But the thing about buying is you end up with a room full of clothes that you would never probably wear again in the spotlights. I mean, I can wear them just to chill at home, but the good thing about having
not a Shakara couture piece, you couldn't
because they're very extravagant, they're very extra, very very, very amazing pieces. So it's it's a mix of both. I think when you're growing as a brand, you have the stage where you have to buy these things, and then when you become someone who is recognized, then a designer can actually make a top and think, oh, because my profile and my vision fits this person, I'll totally have a Genevieve rock this outfit, or I'll totally have this person wear that.
Do you feel that you are now recognized, a recognized brand?
I'm working at it, and I think I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm not where I used to be, definitely, which is by the grace of God.
I like that, fantastic.
It's amazing.
So, talking about events and looking glamorous, how do you feel about the fact that people say that you attend too many events?
Do they say that?
Yeah, I read on comments, they're like, oh, there's another event and Toke is there, Toke will be there.
Well, I think a lot of people need to get educated with this business. Showbiz, it's show and it's a business. I'm a radio presenter, I'm on prime time, I work in the morning, which is a traffic show, and you have people driving to work who tune in and listen to this, this radio show. And then it's gone with the days when radio presenters were faces. Now companies want to work with you because they think that, oh, I like this person's personality, and I think that we can do things together. It's all work. It's networking. Because how do you? I mean, I came here today and I ran into Tintin.
Yeah, the owner of.
And we started talking about business. So the thing is, if I wasn't here, how would that have happened? So I don't know why people get bent out of shape about someone who is. I mean, if you invited to this event and you tell me that you wouldn't go, come off it. It's about work.
I think what they're saying is, but do you have to go? How does it work? Where do you separate?
Sometimes it's work. Because what the thing is, I actually don't go out. I haven't hung out with my close friends in so long because it's work related. Say for instance, this company is putting up an event or putting together a show, and they want some radio time. You interview them, and they invite you for the show. You know what I mean? And there are people who would remember that you were there for them and you attended their event.
So it's sometimes favors.
Sometimes favors. Sometimes no. I wouldn't say favor because it's a business relationship. I walked in here and I ran into a good friend of mine that I haven't seen in so long, and he's putting together an event at Freedom Park, and he said to me, "Okay, brought the invitation, and I will attend because he's someone who."
So you guys, she's told you now she's going to be at the Freedom Park event.
Because if I'm doing something, I would like to call him up and say, "Please, can you come for my event?" And I would actually take offense if the person doesn't come.
I understand.
So it's for me, it's work. It's how again do you push your brand forward?
So that's just visibility.
It's visibility. It's getting yourself out there. It's also getting the brands to recognize you for what you do. So I don't think there's anything wrong with attending events.
Nor do I, Toke, I have to say. And that's what led to you being the face of the TBC. You're doing the Chicken Republic TBC.
And the brand endorsements as well.
Exactly, with Lipton. So congrats on that.
Thank you.
I heard that you got paid 3 million naira for Lipton.
Am I supposed to disclose how much?
Was it more or
what I
lower?
would say is it was a couple of zeros and each
hundreds or millions?
Millions. And when I was, let's just not do that. Okay?
3, 4?
No.
Okay, well, congrats all the same.
Thank you.
How did that come about?
I was actually away. I was sitting in my hotel room in London and my phone rang. and it was written just like that. And I, first to start with, you have to be like, yeah, I'll check with my agent to see if this is what I want to do, and then on the phone, you're like, get out, this is really happening, and when you get off the phone, you have to scream and be like, oh my God, this is actually taking place. But of course, when you're talking to business people, you have to be professional and also sound very business-like.
Just like how you were with me when I invited you to this interview. Let me check my schedule.
I said that.
A meeting.
No, but you know what? The thing is, I did have a meeting, but I pushed it back for you, and we're hanging out. And I hope you're not listening, because they would be offended. You know what I mean? But it was a dream come true. It was at a time where I was going through quite a lot. I took some time out. I traveled just to.
When you say you were going through a lot.
Business-wise, talking about the brand that, this year, 2013, thinking, where do I want to be? What do I want to do with this? I've been given a platform. I like to say this, everyone is a preacher. Depends on what you're preaching. You might be preaching about fashion, it might be the radio, it might be TV. You have a message as an individual, you have a platform that you've been given by God, and obviously you have to appreciate that platform and think about how to make it bigger, better, sustainable, relevant, and the likes. And doing business here is tough. So I remember leaving town really frustrated, because I was really sad about a couple of things that were happening in my life then, and I went away, and I remember sitting that one and I'd refused to pray, because when you have that that conflict with your career.
Do you go to MFM?
Yes, of course.
Yes, so you're a prayer warrior.
I am bona fide, and I started going to MFM in England. I started going to MFM in London, actually. I remember the first time I went to Dagenham. That was my first time there, and I attended the service, and I thought it was funny.
You were hooked.
But I was hooked, because I think that the proper thing to do is to be planted where God wants you to be planted himself, and where you feel your life is growing. And I felt my life grow. Things that I do not know spiritually, I am I'm well founded and well knowledgeable in those things now. So
I want us to take a quick music break, because it's like we're not going to stop.
I know.
Let you do the honors. Choose something, and when we come back, we still have more of Toke Demystified. But go on.
Let's see. What am I really feeling now? Wizkid. I'm feeling Wizkid now, regardless of what people say.
I
like that. Yeah, I do love Wiz. I like the Carol song. So yes, if you guys can hook us up with Carol, Wizkid. First, when I went to Audition to work with MTV UK, a woman followed me to drop the tape, and she was so confident, saying to me, Toke, you're so going to get this. This is, let's just be positive. And I was looking forward to that. I mean, I thought to myself, this is it. I remember standing at the O2 Centre and freaking cold and interviewing people just to get your reel together, to drop off.
I know how it can be.
So it was people not wanting to talk to you, because of course they don't know who you are. And I remember a couple of Nigerians actually stopping by and helping out, because I told them that I really just want to be a VJ. You just help me out, and they stopped, spoke to me even when I was nervous. They helped me calm my nerves down. And when you got dressed, didn't go to work that day, and actually followed me to Camden.
Bless her. Her rewards are in heaven. We're going to come back to church, because in the break we were talking about church, but just because you now mentioned about auditioning for MTV in the UK, you went to Unilag though.
Yes, I did.
So when did you actually go to the UK?
I think I took a break when I came out of uni. I started my radio career when I was 19, actually. The year that this urban station opened in Nigeria. And I was approached to host a teenage show on the radio, and I started doing that every weekend.
Whilst you were at uni?
Yes, well, I hadn't even gone into uni then. So I started doing that every weekend, and I didn't tell anyone at home. And one day my mom was going to a wedding, and she was listening to the radio, and she heard that, and I literally didn't go back to drop my resignation letter. I was just, it's not a career. What do you think? Because now things are changing. Parents are supporting their kids to, follow through the music, follow through the acting, follow through the radio and the media career. Back then, it wasn't anything like that, because you had people who think you have to be a lawyer, you have to be a doctor.
So did you finish at Unilag?
So I did finish with Unilag, but I took. When I was done, I said I tried to get back to the radio thing here, but it wasn't ready for me yet. So I wasn't getting any support from home, so I packed my bags without telling anyone.
Really?
Yes.
Where did you get money for the ticket from?
Well, my brother, bless his heart, actually believed in my dream. He did. So he said, I'm not going to tell them until you get there.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I come from a very large family. Blood related, not blood related. We are.
So huge. Blood related, how many?
We're 4 siblings. I've got an older sister, and of course.
You do? Where is the sister?
She's very quiet. She's
what does she look like?
She looks like me.
Really?
Yeah,
I want a picture of her.
She's like never.
She lives in Nigeria?
She's moved back.
And she doesn't go to
She was
events?
in Leicester and she's moved back now. So not really.
She's not an event person.
She's actually known, but...
What's her name?
Okay. Oh, I can't believe I said that
Toke
on radio.
Makinwa.
Yes.
Okay, I think I know her.
Yeah,
actually,
she is,
or
but
I've heard that name.
she just doesn't go
Okay,
out
so you have
much.
one sister that's older.
Yeah, I've got another sister who's younger, and I've got...
You got a younger sister?
Yeah,
Oh my
I do.
God.
And I have a brother who's in the music industry as well.
He's an artist?
Yeah, he's growing. Yeah, he's one of the new...
music video.
We're working actually in the music video. But
what's his artist name?
Killer, and he sang this. He's got 2 singles out. Jalakoro, which means one song like this, Jalakoro, baby boo, and another song. It's actually had a lot of airplay on radios, and they know me, which is a bit more famous than Jalakoro.
Okay, so those are your same mom, same dad.
Yes.
Siblings.
Yeah, and I've got cousins who I call my siblings because we all grew up together.
Okay.
Anyways.
Do you live with your family, your mom and your dad?
I live with. It's a big family.
Okay.
Christmas is amazing at mine. There's no difference. You have 12 cousins in the house, which is good because you're never bored. And you're never, you don't lack company because there are people who would always be there to chat, go and grab a meal, go and grab a bite.
Yeah.
So he actually paid for my ticket. And I remember when I got to England, I was really desperate to break into the entertainment industry. And the thing is, when something is not ready for you yet, you can't really force it.
No, you can't.
I got as bad. It got as bad as I almost accepted someone's marriage proposal just to marry me, and he knew people. Yeah, he knew people who worked with Ben TV and this, and he goes, I've liked you, just marry me, and I almost
out of desperation.
just because I didn't want to come back home with my tail between my legs. It was almost like your parents.
What did
like,
your parents say when they finally found out you left?
Well, they weren't speaking to me for a while.
Where were you living?
With my cousins, because I have family in the UK as well. So we weren't speaking for a while, but eventually they actually started buying the dream at some point. And then when the MTV gig came, and I thought I was so going to get this job, Liz. Like when you pray, you fast, you think my life depends on this, and it didn't happen, and I was bummed. I was so hurt, and I remember going to Jesus' house that Sunday, and Pastor Agro was preaching, and the word he had that Sunday was, delay is not denial, and sometimes your dream is not ready for you yet. You need to grow. So that when it happens,
he has plans for you, but
appreciate it better. And when I look back, if the MTV dream had happened, I probably wouldn't be where I am right now.
Well, you definitely wouldn't have MTV flying you out
to Amsterdam. I know.
So congrats on that one.
Thank you.
They just called you up.
Yeah, I got the phone call at work, and they said to me, "What are you doing this time?" And as usual, you have to sound really professional because you're talking to someone who's, and they said to me, because MTV would love to fly you to Amsterdam to, to be our guest at the MTV Europe Music Awards. All flight paid, hotel paid, and you can come with the fans as well.
Wow. Can you go with me? I'm a fan, okay. I'm a big fan. You know how long I've been your fan? I watched the vlog.
We've been on this hustle together, so but it's as when the dream. You know what we said about the dream not being ready for you yet. And for everyone who's listening to this, who is passionate about maybe designing, maybe stepping out of your own comfort zone and starting a business, you will hit those roadblocks. You will. But it's just staying steadfast and not giving up. We can say here, because for someone who's listening might be thinking, well, I just got rejected like the 6th, 7th, 8th time, and it's hard. And we do, I think my calling is in sharing the message of hope. And I found that out recently, because the things I go through, they're not completely for you. It's for someone. Sometimes you go through things and you realize that it has nothing to do with you, Liz. It's actually for someone who is coming behind you to go through that same thing and not give up just because Liz didn't.
Okay, or even to learn from it.
Yeah, just to learn from it as well. So, it will happen when it's supposed to happen. It sounds so cliche, but when it does happen, when it's supposed to, it happens in a way that you are not even ready for it yet.
I love
it's good.
Doing well, everyone doing well. I'm a big supporter of women supporting themselves and pulling ourselves up, because Michelle Obama said one thing, and I think I fell in love with her that day. I heard her, I think it was when Obama actually just won the election. She says, when you walk through a door, it's not for you to shut the door behind you, but leave it open for people that are coming. You know what I mean? And you know, you have to be there to look out for your sisters, look out for people who, you know, the industry is small.
I wish more people thought like that.
Honestly, I'm a big, and the thing is, what people don't get, I've been blessed more by looking out for other people. I've had people send me emails, people that I haven't even met, who said to me, you know, if it's a makeup person or hair this, oh, you recommended me for this, and I'm getting paid, you know, that and this, and I'm like, you know, just as long as you keep doing what you're doing, you would never ever lose out on that. You know, it's not a competition. I think your biggest competition should be the person staring right back at you, which is how to better yourself, how to improve on your, you know, craft, and how to just stay ahead.
I agree. Right. So, are you loving our cover? Genevieve magazine's cover?
Yes, I am.
It's
absolutely beautiful. She's
a stunner, isn't she?
She's
so
very
graceful.
confident. She's very graceful. She's been through the years, and an OG who is still a G.
Teaching them how it's done.
This is beautiful. It's actually beautiful. I like.
Thank you.
Right, so we've got like very supportive as well.
Yeah, you know, we like you, and we're big fans of Toke. So.
I like Genevieve magazine as well. Yeah, well done, guys.
Still Nigeria's leading lifestyle magazine.
I know. Well done.
10 years and going strong. Right, we've got hardly any time left, but I just wanted to quickly ask some certain issues, so that it doesn't look like we've just been gossiping. We're actually serious as well. So on the aviation minister.
Honestly, I think that this country it's actually a sad state of affairs. You know, the aviation sector is slowly but surely on a downward. I mean, I'm not cursing it, but all I'm saying is people need to do the right thing. You're elected to a post to do work for the people and not be very self-conscious. Although the story is quite, you know, I've been following this story very closely. It has K-leg, as Nigerians would say, because she's not the only one who has purchased vehicles of that sort. But I would say this: if your life has been threatened, there is the SSS. If people like you don't believe in the SSS or the Nigerian police, how should we believe in them?
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
when you're ill, you don't go to the hospital here. Why should we believe in the system?
Yeah, well, the system is not working. That definitely is for sure.
Hopefully it will get better. Hopefully.
We pray so. We pray so. On the child not bride issue.
That was so disgusting. We talked about it on Ending of my show, and I like the fact that a lot of Nigerians actually spoke out. And it's not a religion issue, because people quickly make things about religion. Oh, because it's Muslim and it's allowed. I have Muslim friends, and they'll tell you, just because you're Muslim doesn't mean you should marry someone who's underage. It's not a religious issue. It's someone who needs to be educated. He obviously isn't. And to think that he had no remorse, saying things like he's helping girls not become prostitutes on the streets, I thought, how do you even go to bed at night? You have daughters. Like, honestly, so many people need to be re-educated if they were educated in the first place.
Yeah, I totally agree. Now back to some light fun. that's our dose of seriousness. On Kim and Kanye's engagement.
I think they deserve each other. I haven't seen two people who fit each other perfectly. She's in the limelight. He loves attention. Both of them actually go hand in hand. I think this is finally it for Kim. It has to be. Hopefully.
Fingers
and I like both of them. She also teaches me to, you know, tunnel vision. Just keep people talking, but keep doing you. You know, which is what I get from when I see her brand. Someone who she's
always
talked about, thrown about her, but she just still manages to wake up in the morning and take fab photos, which we all go and like.
Yeah.
So it has to be someone who's really confident, or someone who's made of steel.
On Jamaica being born again.
I think it's a welcome development. I think people actually made a
welcome development.
It is. I mean, I'm all for people getting better. I'm all for people being better. I am born again, and I love being Christian. And I think that, as I said to you, in this our field, you can't do both. You have to pick who who is your biggest ally, and God is the team that I'm on, so the more the merrier. So it's cool. I think it's nice.
Okay. Yeah. December is when we have our bridal issue, like our wedding issue rather. So last year we had Damilola Adigbite and Ekwedewo. The year before we had Oji, and this year we're already thinking forward. So what sort of wedding would you like?
I think I'm such a princess, so definitely I'm going to go for the princess kind of dress, the tiara wearing kind of wedding.
Yeah.
Because weddings, I believe you get married once in your lifetime, regardless of what is going on now, and people divorcing here and there. And I think the trick is not in getting married, but staying married. Yeah, got that from baggage claim. And TD Jakes, by the way. No, but the thing is,
I'm a big wedding person. I've never been married before. I've been a bridesmaid at a couple of weddings, and I don't go to weddings because I'm so emotional. When people exchange their vows, I actually cry.
Really?
I do. I tear up all the time. When Nena and Igroove got married, I hope they listen to this, and I remember when they had their first dance, I remember the song they danced to Sent from Heaven by Keisha Cole, and I was crying.
Oh.
I was. I tell her that all the time, and she's like, "You're such a weirdo."
Well, will you let us know when you're getting married?
Sure.
Do you think it'll be 2014?
Definitely 2014, God willing, 2014.
Well, we'd love to be
I
there.
thought about giving people a platform where you don't feel left out, you don't feel there's anything wrong with you for thinking those things. So we started doing that with the vlog. Every week we talk about topical issues, things that get boys and girls chatting, things that girls feel very strongly about, things that guys think, oh no, women are this or that. And it's been very, 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 very great. And I thank God every day. I have been made a YouTube partner.
Lovely.
I know, which happened when I least expected it. And then, you know, the Heath as well. A lot of people.
So when you're a YouTube partner, that means that your videos are monetized.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you start making some money.
Yeah.
And also, when people go to YouTube, it's one of the videos that are recommended by YouTube for you to watch.
Okay.
So it's giving me fans and friends in Canada. Canada. I had to check because I know I got a couple of emails from Canada, people in New York, in Atlanta.
Brilliant.
People. My friend went to New York last year actually, and she called me when I was sleeping, and she said to me, "Toke, you have to wake up. Someone wants to talk to you. They don't believe that I'm your friend here." And I said, "Who?" And she gave the person my phone, and turns out they actually watch. They hadn't started watching the vlog then, because this was ending of last year. Was it this? I think it was early this year. It was when I started. So she said to me, "Toke, I didn't pay for anything till I left. These people paid for my drinks, took me to lunch just because I said I was your best friend."
Wow.
And I've had people say to me, "Oh, my doctor in New York is your fan." You know, and I get emails from a lot of people who watch the vlog, and it's very humbling. It's been a very humbling experience, and I'm really grateful.
Fantastic. So what's next for Toke? I've been seeing on your Instagram a lot of shoots. I'm like, wait, does Toke just do shoots every day? Because, you know, it's like one shoot or another.
The thing is that I was a guest on a show yesterday, and they asked the same thing, and
I think what has worked for me so far is I never take down achievements. I don't.
Okay.
I still see milestones that I want to attain. I think that once you start sitting, oh, but I did this and I did that, I'm good. So for me, I never rest on things that I've done. I don't even remember. If you asked me this year how many shows I've hosted, and I probably would have to sit back and put pen to paper, because for me, once one is done,
On to the next.
The Mary J. Blige show came, that was done.
Did you host that?
Yeah,
Oh,
and we're
lovely.
looking for something else, you know. So it's just working. Hopefully, when it all comes out and comes together, people will know about it.
People will know about it. Brilliant. I think on that note, should we do some music?
Yes,
Do
what about
the
playing some
honors.
Beyonce? I'm such a huge fan, so and I do love Upgrade You by Beyonce, because we are getting upgraded in 2014.
Yes.
Amen.
So amen.
Whatever.
Amen to that.
Amen to that. So Beyonce, Upgrade You is Igroove Radio. We'll be right back.